So I'll save you the suspense and the detailing, and I'll keep it really, really short.
Surprisingly zippy in the corners, man. For being a heavy V8, aluminum block V8, it actually does zip around. It's pretty nimble still, like that E30 feel. Steering is light, and everything works. I mean, with this car, I wanted everything to be geared toward what it should feel and look like as a stock E30. Really loud exhaust, and I didn't want to because I wanted to daily drive this and I wanted it to be quiet around town. But then when you get on it, it actually is a lot louder, and then that's when when you can really hear it, you know. So when you want to go fast, it'll let you. When you want to just chill and drive around town, it's really comfortable. makes a proper engine integration work is making sure that every aspect of your swap is functional. That includes power steering, clearances, mechanical, electrical provisions, AC, diagnosing, making sure that you have a diagnostic connector hooked up and accessible, preferably in the OEM location. You want to make sure that you maintain your handling appropriately. You don't want it to be too forward, too rear biased. You can offset that with your sway bars, but this is a pretty zippy car. You'd think that an S62 is a heavy engine. Yes, it's heavy. It's heavier than its M20 predecessor. Not predecessor, but it is heavy. But it doesn't feel heavy. The car does not feel sluggish. It feels zippy. The steering is crisp and on point. And the great thing about this car is that it's drive-by-wire. So the throttle pedal is as responsive or non-responsive as you want it to be, based on the programming of the potentiometer percent push down compared to the butterflies. An engine this big needs to be cooled. It runs pretty hot, and there are two different ways to go about it. First is to adapt the E30 sensor onto the S62 engine, or you can use the S62 sensor and adapt it to work in the actual E30 cluster. I find that the former is a little bit easier. The problem with that is that the temperature variation is minutely changing all the time, and that could spook someone who doesn't know that and thinks that their car is temporarily overheating, when in fact, if they had the other gauge, it would just read straight up and down in the middle, which is what these typically they do. Seatbelt locks. This car has BBS style 5s. The fronts are 8 inches wide and the rears are 9 inches wide, which is a relatively rare option for the style 5s in general. I maintain 4x100 bolt count, so I did do a fill and re-drill on these. But I do have big brakes, so I do have the stopping power that I need as it's needed, so it's good there. The color is bronze, which is usually one of the most hated colors in the E30 community, but I actually like it. There's a couple people that really do like it. I think I know a couple of them. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's an old man's color, black interior, bronze exterior. I feel like if I were to paint it some wacky color, then I probably would outgrow it and I wouldn't want it anymore. So to keep it this color, it's actually kind of grown with me over the years. I've had this car for almost 10 years now, so it's certainly grown with me. The flyouts are always a convenient option. I mean, they're only offered in the coupe, the sport coupe. And the ability to control those actuating motors from here whenever you want, if it's raining, it's very convenient. So it's something that I am kind of proud of, and integrating it as a stock modification, so you don't really notice that it's there. It is a fun car, man. Kind of a testament to build quality. I built this thing 7 years ago, finished it. It's been dormant for 3 years. Took it out for a week. Not one issue. well, there are a couple of issues that I documented on my YouTube channel, but overall, no serious issues. Drivability, engine-wise, do an oil change and you're good. The shifting is crisp on this. I have a short shift kit meant for a 540, an E34. The shifter sits a little taller than most other shifters do, and I like that. I like the fact that the shifter sits a little higher. It's right at the perfect height for me, and it allows the shifting to be really nice and controlled. So I really do enjoy the way that this thing shifts. It hits all 6 gears easily and effortlessly.